Project Level Up Level 5 has been extremely challenging to say the least, but today I think this is the final update for my beautiful BeautyBay Book of Magic palette. You may have guessed it is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I am very happy to say I have finally hit my 5 pans in this palette. However, I have not unfortunately hit my 5 uses in every shade, but even so, I am deciding to roll this palette out today. There are only a few shades left to hit the 5 uses on, but I am a little bit burnt out with this palette. I never thought I'd say that because I love this palette so much, but I've been working on it for 1 to 3 months now, and I'm just ready for something a little bit different. I'm ready to play with some other things. It's the final update. So last update, I only had 2 pans left to hit, and I'm very excited. As I said, I have hit those 2 pans. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do a lot of project panning here on my channel, so you do not want to miss the updates. I also do a lot of get ready with me's, live chats, you know the drill, so I hope you stick around for them as well. Okay, Book of Magic. I have said multiple times that this is one of my favorite palettes in my collection, and I was really excited to roll it in for level 5 to get some good use out of it, and I have loved this palette so much. Last month we had 3 pans in this palette, and this is what it looks like. There are more than 3 pans in the palette as a whole because it was a very well loved palette rolling into this project. So with the 5 pans we would make 10 total pans in this palette, which is amazing. You can see the use and abuse that this palette has gone through in the past. It is definitely well loved, and this is what it looks like today. It is even more well loved. We have hit pan on Vanish, which is the cream shade in the top corner, and also on Moonlight, which is the white shimmer in the bottom corner, and hopefully you can see a little bit more use on the palette as a whole as well. So the 5 pans have been hit. I'm so happy. Look at this palette. Look, it is very banged up, but I absolutely love it. So 2 new pans, 1 in Vanish, 1 in Moonlight. In this project, we have hit pan in Vanish, of course. We have also hit pan in Amulet, so this mid-tone browny orange shade. We have also hit pan in Manifest, which I used in my eyebrows the first month. We have also hit pan in Voodoo, which is this dark purple. And finally, Moonlight is the 5th pan in this project. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to go through the uses, the total uses, and the uses for this month. So last update I said I think I would be able to hit pan in Vanish in like 2 uses, and it took me 3 uses since last update, which is so annoying. But here we are. I've used it 3 times for a total of 23 uses to hit pan. Stardust I have not used this month for a total of 9 uses. I was going to try and hit pan on this one originally, but I don't know. I just thought against it. Amulet I have not used, but it took 8 uses to hit pan. Alchemy I have used 5 times, but no times this month. Okay, Enchanted is the first shade that I haven't hit my 5 use goal on. I've used this 3 times though, and I do have this as my last blending shade on my outer corner today. So I have got some love on it. I've used it 3 times, but as I said, I am ending this project today, so I won't be continuing the final few uses to hit 5. Manifest we have not used in the past 2 months, but it took 8 uses to hit pan. Wish is another shade that I have not quite hit 5 uses on. I've used this 1 time this month for a total of 4 uses. So only 1 off, but still not hit the 5 uses. Crystal, I think, was our biggest fail. I've used this 1 time this month for a total of 1 use in the project. This definitely is my least favorite shade in the entire palette, and I just don't want to force myself to use shades that like I'm a bit burnt out on. So I think I've done really well with this palette as a whole, just in general. I'm just ready to, you know, I've hit the pans. I'm good. Sorcery, I have not used this month, but we have used it 5 times. This already had a pan in it coming into the project, so we've definitely expanded that pan. Voodoo, I have not used this month, but we used it 5 times. I think I actually hit pan on it before the 5 uses, so that's amazing. Bewitched, I have not used it this month, but I have used it 3 times in the project, so again, cutting it a little bit short. Spell I have also used 2 times, but no times this month. Hex I have used a total of 7 times, but again, no times this month. Charmed I have not used at all this month for a total of 3 uses, so again, we haven't quite hit it. Elixir I've used 3 times this month for a total of 5 uses, so we've hit that. Moonlight I have used 7 times this month for a total of 19 uses. And hopefully you can see the tiny pan up there. It might be a little bit hard to see because the pan itself is white and so is the shade, but hopefully you would have seen in the close-ups. Cursed I have used 2 times this month for a total of 5 uses. Jinx I have used 1 time this month for a total of 2 uses, so we haven't hit our 5 uses there. Trick I have used 3 times this month for a total of 5 uses, and Potion I have not used this month, but we have used it 5 times. So I have 6 shades in this palette which I have not used 5 times. They are Enchanted, they are Wish, they are Crystal, I have Bewitched, which is here, I have Spell, and I also have Jinx. But you know what? I'm okay. I feel good. I feel happy that I've hit the pans. Hopefully you guys understand. When you know, you know. It's time to move on. Now, I want to share some looks that I did with this palette because, as I said, it's one of my favourite palettes. And I'll start with this look today. How beautiful is this? So this was inspired by mashkazoom_makeup. And it's like this beautiful tutorial that she did. I absolutely love it. She obviously did a better job than I did. But let me just walk you through the shades that I used. So I started with Wish. I knew that that was a shade that I hadn't hit 5 uses on, so I at least wanted to use it today. And that is all up in my inner corner, in my inner part of the lid. I deepened that up with Elixir a little bit. On my outer corner, I used all 3 of these purple matte shades. Again, I knew Enchanted was not on the 5 uses, so I thought, you know what? Try and get at least 1 more use on it. On the middle of my lid, I have Cursed, which has this massive pan on it. And I just think this look came out so pretty. Like, these kind of looks are what I love from this palette. This palette can give me my, like, celestial dream. And I'm forever grateful for that. I love it. Okay, next is this look. This is like another celestial kind of sharp wing kind of look. It's a full blue crease and I actually put the shade Crystal. Yes, Crystal on the lid. So I used Cursed, I used Trick, and I used Elixir. So this blue matte gradient here. And then I put Crystal on like the outer middle cut crease area. That is the only time I have used Crystal. It was for this look. I thought I gotta use it at least once. So I really love this look. I think it came out amazingly. Then I did this look. Again, stunning. No one can ever tell me that blues are not beautiful because this look proves it hands down. Again, I used the blue gradient for this halo eye, and I also used my favorite Pastel Roses Flaky Shimmer. That's in the shade Milky Way. That is my absolute favorite. If I recommend one of their flaky shimmers, it would be Milky Way. Absolutely stunning, adore it. And then I did this look. So this look was half my No Pan Left Behind palette, which is my Colourpop main squeeze, and then half of it was, of course, this palette as well. And I used the teals a lot on the inner corner, very similar to what I'm doing today, but with the purples being reds instead. Again, an absolutely stunning look. If you put blue in any look, I will instantly love it. So what more can I say? So they are just some of the looks that I wanted to share today. Now, I will be rolling this out, like I said, which means I'm going right back down to level 1. Thank God, because I was getting a little bit worn down, to be honest. It's a lot. This project can be a lot, especially when you get to level 5. So I need a good old break. And I was wondering, what is a palette that maybe I haven't used too much, that I would like to get some use on, that, I don't know, maybe is work appropriate, seeing as I'm a working girly now. I know a lot of people do randomize their palettes, but for me, I'm working on so many eyeshadows that I would prefer to hand pick them, especially in the higher numbers. But of course, this is level 1. I need to calm down. So the palette that I'm going to be rolling in for Project Level Up Level 1 is my NYX Ultimate Jean Baby palette. So this is what this palette looks like. It's a really beautiful mix of neutrals and blues. It is kind of similar to this palette, I guess. Like, it does kind of have the same kind of vibes, but I don't know, I just haven't got much use on this palette. I think I've done about 4 looks with it, but I want to get more looks with it. Obviously it is only level 1, so I hope I will have this done by the next update. If I'm gonna hit pan on any shade, it's probably gonna be this white inner corner shade. I don't think I'm working on any other inner corner shades right now, so that would be amazing to hit pan on. And I don't think I'll have much issue hitting 1 use in each of these shades either. So what do you think? This is project level 1. Do you think I picked the right palette? Do you think I should have used something a little bit different? I love blue, you guys know, so I kind of wanted it to have a kind of blue theme. But this is it. This is it for this update and the new round of project level up. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit relieved to have the Book of Magic out. I never thought I'd say that. Please don't take that as I hate Book of Magic now. I love my baby Book of Magic, but sometimes your baby needs to go to nursery for a day for you to have a bit of a break, you know? You love it very much, but you just need a bit of a break. So here we are. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers this year. So I don't know, help a girl out maybe. I hope you have an incredible day and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.